Believe it or not, there is a huge group of people in the PC gaming community that love the challenge and the rewarding sense that games like Dark Souls 3 give you. However, they tend to be exclusive to certain consoles. Specifically, Bloodborne and Nioh have been exclusive to PS4, at least thus far. Nioh, having just released, was slated and advertised as a PS4 exclusive, with details of the deal not being clear. Many of these deals being permanent, saying Bloodborne will only release on PlayStation 4, no exceptions. It will never get a PC release. That's just what it is. However, Nioh seems to have at least kept the door open. The developer of Nioh seems to have kept the door open in case they wanted to port it to other things. And this is being passed around the internet with one simple, anecdotal, but still interesting fact. And that is that the actual game cover art has been altered from what they initially were advertising it as. Specifically, that in the top right-hand corner, in the initial art and cover that they were advertising and sending out to GameStop and all these sites to put up on their website as the cover of the game, those cover arts included the phrase "only on PlayStation," which is what they include on exclusives. However, with the actual game, what we see in stores is a PlayStation 4 case that does not include that, which is very interesting. And it begs the question, why was it not included? Now, to be completely fair, it could be that this was simply a mistake, or that they sent out a shipment of things that, or of copies of the game that just simply didn't have it, and it's nothing more. It's a PlayStation game, so they just have a PlayStation case. That's fair. That's completely fair to have it. And it's also fair to say that games have launched with only on PlayStation printed on it that later would come to PC. However, people really want it on PC, and so they're taking anything they can. Now, as the voice of reason, I will just say this. Nioh is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, at least right now. And the way that these companies work is that they want, if they're funding the initial publishing of it on their console, Sony does this all the time, they sign a deal that says certain elements or the entire game is going to be exclusive to their platform, usually in terms of 6 months or a year. Look at Resident Evil 7. They have exclusive rights to VR on Resident Evil 7 through the first year of the game being public. So, no other HTC Vive, no Oculus Rift support, nothing like that until a year has passed. My guess would be, if Nioh is ever going to come to a different console or to the PC, it will be roughly a year after its initial release, which I know is heartbreaking, is hard to hear. Very soonest I would expect it is 6 months from now. But either which way, it's still a ways off. It's still a long shot. And even though there is a petition out right now, which as of the time of this recording has 8,267 supporters having signed it, even though there's a lot of people who want this to happen, it's not very likely. Hey, did you like that? Well, that was just an extra of the full show that I do every weekend. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you check out wherever the card is popping up and subscribe. Goes up every weekend. It's like an hour long, ad-free. No reason not to. We have a great time. Won't be disappointed. Probably.